really, are they really kind? They have nothing more to cling, they want to cling to this one. Huh? And anyway, it is good you can bring in stray cats, stray dogs and look after them, no? Huh? But to capture things and all these things are lived, you are really torturing these people, no? Putting them in a confined structure. That is why you are also confined in a certain area. And then, next question. Why is it that jhanas are considered at right concentration under Noble Eightfold Path, since it does not lead to insight wisdom? What do you mean? Jhanas are right concentration. Right concentration is one thing. Insight is another thing. Insight, wisdom? Wisdom is another thing. Panya is a right concentration leads to wisdom. Who says jhanas does not lead to wisdom? You read the Tripitaka. Everywhere the Buddha mentions when this person follows the teachings of the Buddha, he starts practicing, he develops, gets into first, second, third jhana, fourth jhana. Then he realizes that is how the Buddha attained Nibbana. Of course, there are also the other way of attaining without developing to full jhanas. But one should not emphasize this so much as to say that jhanas are no good. No, that these different jhanas leads to right concentration. And the Buddha attained Nibbana, attained his enlightenment through developing this right concentration. No? Of course, there is a method. Those who cannot develop, those who do not wish to develop to that jhanas, all the jhanas, they can have that method, shortcut, momentary concentration, and develop their insight, their vipassana. That is one method. There is vipassana, they call dry vipassana, and there is samatha vipassana. There is that tranquility meditation and leading on to vipassana. Yeah. Any more questions? Yes. Oh, some more. Still, pets for pets. People who keep pets, could they be classified as keeping slaves? Slavery. Well, they don't torture the pets, no? And you know who these pets are? Sometimes they can be your good friends, no? Sometimes they are your relatives who come back to you as pets. Yes. Recently there was an article. It appeared in the papers, isn't it? How this dog, this is in Sri Lanka. This dog came back as a terrier, no? And went to that family. That family there was a son. It's a very naughty one. And Then, when that son passed away, after some time, a dog came and used to go straight into the house and then sleeps where that former person used to sleep and occupy that place, and then go and visit some people also whom that boy had been visiting before. And now the habits of this dog, the pattern, after having studied this, some people have come to that, they have that idea that this dog can be, the naughty boy has taken rebirth, this dog, you see. Oh, there are all possibilities, even Pythagoras, you know Pythagoras, you know him through your, what you call, mathematics formula, but he was also a great philosopher, no? He was the one who says that, the dogs here, it could be my relative, no? He had that idea also, mine. So, those who like to keep pets, fishes, one day you might land up, in an aquarium. And then by slaughtering the animal, aren't we showing compassion by helping the animal to gain rebirth and ending their karma? Yes. I have heard people saying this, no? Some people say, there was one instance when in Malacca, opposite a temple, there is what you call old people used to take this opium, addicts, you see, and they have given up, so they are staying there, and every morning, or not, there are some mornings rather, they have certain sacrifice. Some people kill, pig, no? They kill a pig. You can hear the squealing in the morning. So, one day we went to ask the persons in front, why do you kill this? We got this answer, no? We kill this pig, out of kindness, to give this pig an opportunity to be born as human beings. Then, we did not tell him anything further, You give him opportunity to be born as human beings, and next time you be born as that one pig. Now, this is not the answer, no? And you don't. Life is precious. You see? You don't kill. That animal has a certain lifespan. You see? And of course, you can say, if you indulge in that killing, if you kill, then you are generating that karma. No, you are responsible for that killing. You should not, after killing, and you say, oh, that animal, that is his karma, has to die. No, but you are the one who has put an end to that life. So you are responsible. You have to face the consequence of that. You see? And of course, the consequences depends on the value of life and the time, how much time you take to kill that animal. All these things depend. The karmic force that is generated, the intensity of the karma depends upon the value of life, and there's few other factors involved. Then, The first precept states that we should not kill. What should we do in the case of a pet? A lot of people having pets, pets suffering physically from an incurable disease. Their answer will be mercy killing, no? Sugar-coated word. Can you kill with mercy? Huh? If a person having mercy, then you kill. See? And now, there's no such thing as mercy killing. It's a sugar-coated word. It's killing. No? Very often people use this term mercy killing. What do they mean by that? They kill and they justify. In order to justify their action, they say, oh, I'm doing it through mercy. Now, some people have old, when their parents are old or grandparents and suffering and in the hospital, and they're suffering from certain disease for months and years sometimes, and they think, ayyo, they have seen how suffering is things. And then they think in their minds, you see, very troublesome, have to go there all the time and waste so much money already. And I think then they consult their own brothers and sisters and say, we should have mercy on our parents and grandparents. We should, have mercy on it. We must show kindness and finish off that person. Wonderful mercy. Very often, in this mercy killing, it is really to do out of the convenience of the person rather than. Why do you kill a dog that has been, that is suffering? Is it because you cannot bear the pains to see the suffering? So you kill. And you say, I'm killing it out of mercy, out of compassion. There is actually no such thing as mercy killing. Killing is killing. There are certain instances where you have to use your discretion. This instance was posed to me. A mother or bearing a child, and she is told that, you see, if she delivers that child, she will die. And if she removes the child through operation, then the child will die. Then what should the husband do? The husband is a Buddhist and observing precepts. What should he do? Either way involves killing, isn't it? So, what? Second opinion. Second opinion also say like that. Third opinion also say like that. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you just going to fold your hands and say, I will practice my precepts? There are some Buddhists like that. But here, you should not come to us to seek the green lights. You have to use your discretion. Right? And choose the lesser evil and be prepared to face the consequence. Yes. You should not justify We don't justify killing. If you want to kill out of mercy or out of compassion, you have to be prepared to face the consequence. That is it. No? Of course. You have to think. Use your wisdom and the worldly wisdom to make that decision. No? What would be your decision? To save the mother or save the child? Do not know. You think, you go and discuss, then you let me know. And now, next question. By slaughtering the animal, killing, all talking, I think you have, by slaughtering the animal, this was the question that I had. Now next one. Why some people have the idea that they are impure or feel sense of guilt whenever they go to temple or face the Buddha image in temple? Yeah, there are some people, they feel certain remorseful feeling, when they go to certain holy places, religious places, or sometimes when they are faced with religious people. Fear arises in them. It is because of certain unwholesome actions that they have done. Then, this is you want to call it the subconscious of these things, disturbing that mind. Some children also like that. No? They have that kind of fear, that place. Because of certain wrong actions, certain things. That guilt. Although you cannot remember what it is, feel that fear arises. Psychologically, if they put you to sleep and put you under hypnosis, then you may be able to recall certain things that you have done. The fear because of certain wrong, certain unwholesome actions. Can a monk take part in politics? Current problem. Why not? Monks can take part in politics. You ask the question, can? Anybody can take part in politics. If you ask, should a monk take? That's a different thing. If you say can, yes, he can do it. As long as he can do anything he wants. A monk can do anything. Isn't it? Whether it is proper for him to do or not, that is a different question. And again, some people ask this question. And again, what is politics? Some people justify it by saying that didn't the Buddha advise his disciples to say, Charta bhikkhu charikam bahujana hitaya bahujana sukhaya? He says, go ye, O bhikkhus, go forth, wander forth for the welfare and happiness of others. Welfare of the many, for the happiness of the many, out of compassion. Actually, that is the Buddhist politics, you know that? That's the highest politics. Politics is for the purpose of, for the welfare of the people, isn't it? But that is the real welfare of the people. That is why when we are preaching, the monks, in the process of looking after the welfare of the people, that is the real politics. But to get into the party politics, it is a politics. It is not politics. It is politricks. It is to get involved in tricks. Now, should a Buddhist be vegetarian because the precept says one should not kill? Good question. If you want to be a vegetarian, by all means. But the Buddha did not say so. You cannot find anywhere that the Buddha says that, all my disciples should be vegetarians. But some people who are not vegetarian, when they see Buddhist vegetarian, they say they are all Devadatta's followers. That is also an extreme. No? Because Devadatta was the one who went to the Buddha and told the Buddha to, declare, to make everyone vegetarian. No? Then the Buddha said no. Why? Now, there are the pros and cons of vegetarianism. But don't go to extreme. No? Follow the middle path. That means half vegetable, half meat. That's not the middle path. No, you have to have right understanding. Your right understanding and your right view must be there. Right thoughts. If when you eat that food, if it troubles you, some guilty conscience is there that you are contributing towards the killing directly or indirectly, then I suggest that you give up eating it. And you take on to a more peaceful diet. But if you can eat that food without just to eat food as food, then go ahead. Vegetarianism is a prop. It's a prop, a religious prop to support religious life. In itself, there is no absolute religious moral values, absolute values as such. Because we should not make it a very big issue and say that, that person just died, that means he must be very holy. If he is not vegetarian, what kind of fellow? You cannot associate with that monk. He is not vegetarian. No, don't go to that extreme. That person who is a vegetarian, he can lie, he can cheat, he can, speak all the bad words. That was why the Buddha gave to the Brahmin. When the Brahmin reported to the Buddha and said, "See, I see your disciples take impure food. They are very impure." Then the Buddha said, which is more important? What goes in or what comes out from your mouth? Which one makes you impure? This is where you have to see. Simply by eating alone does not make us pure. It is. There is no doubt about it. There are very good reasons to be vegetarian. I am not against vegetarianism. But I don't hold a view that everybody should be vegetarian. Once upon a time, when I first became vegetarian, I insisted that everybody else should be vegetarian. I don't serve them. Later on, though I still hold a view that vegetarianism it is a healthy diet and there is not necessary to kill. You see, in the Buddhist, it is in the tradition, it is said that, especially for the monks, if they see, or they hear, or they suspect that food has been prepared for them, that means an animal has been slaughtered, especially for them, they should avoid it. Understand? They should avoid it. And it is not to encourage, so that they will not encourage killing, slaughter. Now, for those who go out for Pindapat, that's a different thing. When you go out and collect alms food, then you really collect what people give you. Understand? That is why in certain countries, when they have that tradition, they do not have that tradition, they have to cook for themselves. Then they abstain. They have to grow their own food. Then they became more vegetarian. Then they started to emphasize vegetarianism. And sometimes it may go to one extreme also. We should not keep these extreme views. But you should also not hold the view that if we don't have animal proteins, we cannot live. We cannot become healthy. Because there is ample evidence to show that a vegetarian can live quite healthily. And in fact, doctors prescribe these things for a healthy diet. So as I said here, religion here, if I see at the moment that vegetarianism as a religious prop, it helps one to lead, props up religious life. But at a certain point, when the person begins to develop his mind up to a certain level, that he can eat and not be disturbed by other thoughts, things, then he can eat anything. Buddha can eat anything. But those who have not developed, their minds are not that developed, certain props are necessary. It helps to reduce one's aggressiveness. Vegetarianism helps in that manner. And right, then, still, what time did you finish? Oh, right. There are a few schools of Buddhism, and each school teaches different means in order to gain liberation. How can a person know he has the right view and not something that has evolved through time? How can a person know he is practicing the right path? Noble Eightfold Path. All the different schools of Buddhism also agree on the Noble Eightfold Path as the way out. The only thing is the traditions, the outer traditions, the rites and the rituals, the prayers, how they sing, how they, their intonation, what language they use, that things differ. How they wear their, what you call clothes or robes, they differ in that. But the basic teachings, Four Noble Truths, all agree on that. All schools of Buddhism agree. That is one thing good. That's why it's still the noble truth. And then, is the action of going to temple and pray considered an unwholesome action? Who says so? What I mean is normal temple. And I don't know. It depends. What do you mean by going to temple and pray? If you go to temple and with reverence, you pay your homage, you pay your reverence, you pay your respect. Let it be a Buddha, let it be a deity, or what, there is reverential thoughts in your mind. That is a wholesome action, no? And also, you give something, isn't it? You either pour some oil and give some donation. These are some good actions. And of course,